Hi everyone, it's Jade from Career Journey Professional. Today, I want to talk about a topic which it sounds really harsh, but actually it's full of self-love behind the topic. So 3 mistakes that I summarize for my clients, and especially for the recent years, is becoming so apparent. 3 mistakes that people made and you want to avoid when you're looking for the right career for yourself. And pay attention, I'm talking about career here. Career as in something that's long-term, that you want to devote your energy to, that you have passion, that you want to do it in the long term, that you can grow as a person, you can contribute, your skills will grow, and your title, as in job title, will grow, hopefully, and as well as a compensation. That's a career, it's not a job. So 3 mistakes you want to avoid when you're looking for the right career. The first one is, don't start with resume and cover letter and interview. Just don't. Right, the reason is really obvious. A lot of people just come to me and they're in such a burnout situation, like, oh, I want to look for the first job, I want to enhance my resume. Oh, I'm thinking to change my job, I want to enhance my resume. Oh, I'm looking for a career promotion. What should I say in the interview? It's not from your resume or cover letter or interview. It's all from yourself. So the first point, avoid looking at resume and cover letter, and turn the focus into yourself. Look at yourself. What do I mean by that? Alright, if you want to look for a job, if you want to change your job, and if you want to get a promotion, a pay rise, or if you want to change a career transition, maybe changing to another company or changing to another location, it should all start from yourself. For example, you want to ask for a pay rise, which I made a video about this. Have a look about that. You need to know what's your value. I'm not just talking about monetary value, but also your value, the contribution that you can generate to a team, to a project, to a company. What can you actually help on? How can you make sure that you're helping your job is efficient? You're making some difference. What is that? That's something you need to look inward from all the experiences you had, from studying, from working, from dealing with people, from relationship building. What have you actually done well compared to yourself, compared to other areas that you have done? What is your strengths? What can you make a difference on? What can you help people and help the company? When you have all that information within yourself, and of course, there comes a time that you need to look at the market as well, look at how other people are performing in your team, perhaps. But having that in your mind, and that's where knowing what you want, knowing what you have, knowing where you want to go, this is where you are, and this is where you want to go, and then you can break through. That's where it starts. It should always start from yourself. Alright, that's point number 1. Point number 2, the mistakes that people should avoid, it's only looking outside, or looking for a solution outside, or looking for advice outside only. Again, that's very much tied into the first point that I was talking about. Oftentimes when we graduate, when we are confused, when we are lost, there's so many options out there, and there's so many opinions out there too. People around you are always going to give you opinions. But pay attention to the opinions, whether they are useful or applicable to you. A lot of the opinions from your families or friends or colleagues may be coming with love, but they may not have experienced that, or maybe that's not the best advice for you at this stage in your life, for your personality, for your situation. Be careful of that as well. But if you only focus on that, like I have clients coming to me saying they're not happy with accounting, which is a good thing. Oftentimes, you know what you don't like first before you find out what you really like. But then she started listening to all her friends saying, oh, property is booming. This is a few years back. Finance is really good. Superannuation, the insurance industry is booming. There are so many options, and she's like lost, and I don't know anything about all those areas. I don't know what to choose. If I choose, what are the risks, etc., etc. And this goes back to the first point I said. If you know yourself, if you know you want to work with people, you don't want too much figures, numbers. If you know you have a passion, say providing different solutions, or you have strong knowledge of financial products, then it's easy for you to find Find a career that suits you, but not being dragged around all different options out there, or this seems good, that seems good. So yeah, just don't focus outside. Only focusing on the outside is the second mistake. And the third one is compare yourself to others. To be honest, I think we are growing up, we are living in a society that comparison is inevitable. I mean, think about it. We growing up, all of our homework are graded. We go to exams, they are graded, they are ranked. We're always being compared. We learn to compare. Compare can be a good thing. However, when it comes to finding the right career for yourself, when it comes to finding a life direction, you're making this decision for yourself. It shouldn't be coming from you compare yourself to others. It should never be. And honestly, it's taking so much energy and resources to look at other people's lives. They have their life course, they have their homework to learn. No one's life is trouble-free. They have their troubles, they have their things that they have to pick up, they have to learn, they have to go through, and you have yours as well. And yours is perhaps, now, don't look at your resume. Look at yourself first. If you're not happy in your job, you changed several jobs, it's been several years, and you feel like a loser, which I did, feel like a loser, then it's the perfect chance to look at yourself. See, you were rushing and you were jumping from here to there, looking for that solution. It's never out there, it should be inside. There is a quote I want to share, which I like very much for myself as well. Oftentimes, when I find myself comparing myself, and what we like to do is we always like to compare what we're not good at, our weaknesses, against other people's strengths. Or we like to compare ourselves when we're at the bottom of the pit compared to people who are at the peak. And reflecting, they may have gone through that downhill. Maybe they won't tell you, but they have done for sure. Anyways, so we like to compare ourselves in our worst moment to the best moment in other people's. So don't compare. This is the quote I really like. I would like to read it out to you. New York is 3 hours ahead of California, but that doesn't make California slow. Someone graduated at the age of 22, but waited 5 years before securing a good job. Someone became a CEO at 25 and died at 50, while another became a CEO at 50 and lived to 90 years. Someone is still single, while someone else got married. Obama retired at 55, while Trump started at 70. Everyone in this world works based on their time zone. People around you might seem to be ahead of you, and some might seem behind you. But everyone is running their own race, in their own time. Do not envy them and do not mock them. They are in their time zone and you are in yours. Life is about waiting for the right time to act for yourself. So relax. You're not late. You're not early. You're very much on time. I love this quote. I will share this on the screen. But exactly, the best example here is Obama retired at 55. He already done the president and retired. And Donald Trump became a president at 70 years old. We all have our own time, and just take your time. Trust me, knowing who you are is a life lesson, and learning who you are is a process as well. But focusing back onto yourself, making the right decision for yourself, for your career, for what suits you, your personality, your skill sets, your values, is the best thing you can do. And it's the thing that's most valuable towards taking your time. Take it slow, do it sorrow. And that's the true essence of what I learned for the past 6-7 years working with clients. That process is what's going to speed you up in further down, not just looking for a job or a career, but when you want to progress further, you know what you're good at. When you're communicating, when you're negotiating, when you're persuading others, when you need to stand up confidently for yourself, you know why you are standing there. You have evidence, you have that feeling, you know you can, you know why you can, and that's the best thing you can do to yourself. Alright, great. That's just some of the points I want to share. 3 mistakes that you want to avoid when you're looking for the right job for a right career for yourself. If you like the video, leave a like, subscribe to our channel, and I will see you next video.